We can't be having that. But what you been up to, dude?
Oh, dude, just life is, life is just busy. You know what I'm saying? It's just I got so many things just stacked up, and I gotta figure out what's the most important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
well, they're all important. It's balancing them all at the same time.
yeah,
That's the tough
absolutely,
part.
yeah.
I heard your
You-
what?
I was say you in that big ass jug of water.
This in my hair should be my logo.
Yeah, yep.
I should actually make that. I should definitely make this jug, trace it on a program or whatever, and then put my
Yeah,
hair on it.
make that a thing,
Make
dude.
it a
You got
shirt.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm gonna do that. Uh, so I'm gonna start this off by letting everyone know that season 2 of Yeah Dude Sick is
Mm-hmm.
in progress.
Yeah,
It is in the production phase.
that's right, man.
What do you got going on? You keeping it a
Man,
secret?
no, not at all. No secret in my life. Everything's transparent. I don't hold shit back. But I talked to this dude the other day named Rick Thorne.
Yeah.
Uh, Pretty good dude. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he's been in BMX since probably the early '80s. So uh, he had a lot of shit to say, man. He got pretty deep, and we talked for a
Oh,
couple
you
of
guys already recorded it.
yeah.
Awesome.
And I was able to ask him a lot of questions that I had been thinking about. And it's tough sometimes when you get someone. I don't know. It's like someone who you've been trying to interview for a long time,
Yeah.
and you finally get them on, and you try to like structure the conversation and like you said, balance some things out. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
like that, when they've been in BMX for so long, they can kind of go off on a little tangent, if you will. But man, I was able to kind of focus in and ask him some things that I've been thinking about for a while, and it was good, dude. I was pretty stoked on it. He did have to get up, get going after a while. I think it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours, but I probably could have talked to him for shit 4 or 5 hours. To tell you the truth, man. I got about halfway through my questions, so
Jeez. Well, that just means that there's got to be part 2 one day.
yeah, I hope so, man. He's seen a lot, and honestly, one thing, like as we were talking, I was like, you know what, dude, you're the first one. You're kind of the pioneer of like the whole self-branding thing,
Yeah.
because nowadays you have to self-brand, or else
Yeah.
you're not gonna stand out. And he was the dude in the mid '90s who was actually doing that. So um, I don't think he really understood what I was saying though, as I was trying to
Oh,
kind of
like
give
he
him a
didn't get.
compliment. Yeah.
That's. I wonder. Okay, so from the conversation, did you get the picture that was because he's like the him that he's self branding is just his authentic self, or because he just didn't get it?
I think he was showing. I think it was a little both. Tell you the truth, man,
Yeah.
because he is this true individual. You know what I mean? He's
Mm-hmm.
definitely the stuff he's doing. It's definitely true to him, but at the time, during the mid '90s, I think partly he was probably trying to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
Get himself out there by any means possible. But
Right.
I think maybe he was exaggerating himself a little bit, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least it seems like it was himself because there's no doubt like straight up personalities that have to be flipped on and off like light switches that exist
Mhm.
right now.
Yeah, and I was gonna bring that up with him because I think of a couple dudes who are in like I guess like the contest circuit right now who are they have a bad reputation for being like I don't know, man, unappreciative, cocky, asshole, whatever you want to name it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they're not getting to the level they could have if they were this all around good brand of a person.
Yeah, that's
So I was
interesting.
gonna talk to him about that, but I unfortunately didn't have time. I was gonna see what his opinion was on that. One of the dudes I'm talking about is Justin Dowell, if you're familiar with him.
Oh, he's got
Um,
such a bad reputation for
yeah,
that.
I'd say he probably has the worst reputation in like the contest scene. You know what I'm saying?
I'd
And
agree with that.
I don't know. I've just known the kid for so long that I know his family really well, and he just had a different approach when it came to BMX and getting big in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I respect that too. Like I respect everyone. You know, however you want to come up. I understand it and I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't believe that he is the asshole that everyone's making him out to be,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
kind of
Totally.
sucks.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's battling every day with like this fucking image that he's basically, I don't know, taking on for himself. But
And how do you even like get out of that? Does he even care to get out of it? Like that's just such a crappy
um,
position to be in.
yeah, I think it's gotten to the point with him where he's just trying to succeed with that image of himself. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
despite the fact that he's looked at how he is, he wants to show people, like, look, man, if you're just fucking straight up wanting to succeed in BMX and win these contests, who cares about all the other shit? You can still do it. Maybe that's not the right approach, but he's trying to make it work, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, at least he's not just fading away.
Yeah,
Because that could
that's
very
true.
easily. Oh, Jesus. Montana Ricky's trying to get in here. Should we let him in?
I told him to hit us up.
We should let him in?
Yeah, oh, hell yeah.
All right, we'll let him in. Oh, it said he missed it. That's weird. Oh, but now he's here. I don't understand. Technology. Hey, it's one of those personalities I was talking about.
Oh, shit. What are you doing,
Justin,
Ricky?
get this motherfucker.
What's he doing?
I think he's in the middle of a session.
Yeah, I see that. What's this kid trying to do?
Ah!
Freestyle. Hey,
Oh,
Ricky.
yeah.
Hold on. We're in the. How do I turn this phone around?
I need some context.
Well, motherfuckers. I'm alive. I can't hear anything because we got semis. We're in the industrial area. Oh, what, Dustin? Hold on, boys. Let me give you guys a session. Casey,
It
you
just
look good.
got real.
Hold on. Well, how do I flip the phone? All right, hold on.
Hey, look at that.
All right, here we go, boys.
The plug.
We're doing it
away.
again.
Does that stand for plug?
I'm giving him away.
Nice. When you doing that and how? How can someone win
No,
those?
Dustin, not
We gotta
Justin,
figure something out. I gotta give these away.
Word. Ricky is alive. That's what I'm saying.
Yo! All right, hold on. I can't hear you guys. Let me come over here. Hold on. I want to be a part of this group chat. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm running. I'm running.
Ricky. Ricky. I was starting to
hear
think
me?
you didn't like me anymore, dude.
Nah, dude. I had a lot of bad stuff happen to me in my life, so I've been kind of MIA. Like obviously with sponsors and things, I gotta maintain all that stuff. But I've been stacking and then just using stuff that's kind of old.
Well, speaking of that, I want to know how much Etnies is paying you to not wear Walmart shoes anymore and post about them every single day, 500 times a day.
Yeah, well, I'm starting a program for the bike life. So I'm trying to do something to build a foundation for the little kids. Because for me, I don't want to see, I'm going to sound like an asshole right now, but I'd rather see kids get on bikes instead of scooters. So my goal is if you're going to get on a wheelie bike, a mountain bike, any bike, I'd rather that than some other sport. So
that's really good and noble and all, but that doesn't answer my Etnies question.
Hey, well, I'm not on the BMX one, so I just get some product and it feels good.
They're helping you. Okay. Here's the real question: are you off of Walmart shoes for life now?
Yeah, I'm only wearing these and bathing apes.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
I got 20 pairs of bathing apes that I have to wear. Yo, Casey, you look good, dude.
Oh man, thank you.
Dude. So, I just wanted to interrupt real quick. I want to tell how many people are in chat.
We got 11.
11. They're the best motherfuckers in the world. We're filming right now for Suck a Peg 2 Double Pegitation. Yeah. Oh, we got a dude with a tattoo and a nipple. And Justin, not Justin's killing it. Anyway, ZJ's got some new rail tricks. He's learning over crook down handrails. So we'll do another rail live thing. Casey can come join.
Can we just talk sometime too?
Yeah, we can talk soon too. My woman bought a house, so we can do it at the house. So I'm growing up. I'm becoming a real man.
Good job.
Oh, did you land it? Either way, I see that. I gotta go join these guys because we're filming for a video. I love all you guys. Casey, you look good as fuck.
Later.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. You excite me every single day, man. I love when you do a new post. Merit. All right, cocaine. Bye-bye.
All
Oh
right.
shit.
So that happened.
He said, "My girl bought a house. I'm growing up."
Yeah, he's growing up because his lady bought a house.
That's awesome.
Big boy Ricky. That
But yeah, I
is.
want to give these away. I just gotta. I don't know. Maybe we'll ask a question. We'll wait a little bit, see if more people join in. But
Oh, you're giving them away now.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
these
thought
saved
you meant
for a
just
little
in
bit.
general. That's
No,
cool.
I just want to give them away tonight.
I'm gonna add that
I've
to the
been.
title. We'll get more people in here that way.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I gave away a bunch of these stickers recently, and dude, I filled out like 80 some envelopes, and
Wow.
probably the last time I'll offer up some free stickers. Like,
Yeah, because
not thinking
everyone in
about,
the world
yeah,
hits you
all
up.
the other shit that goes along with it. Like, oh, no, I got to write 80 addresses. Great.
Yeah. That might only be like $40 to send those because of
Yeah.
stamps, but that's a
Yeah.
lot.
But yeah, super happy to do it. And, you know, them just wanting the sticker is support for sure. So,
Yeah,
I'm stoked.
yeah, it's rad.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got these just sitting here too. You
Oh,
know?
nice.
But we have a lot of things that people answered my question thing for last night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got
Let's hit those
1,
up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 different responses to that.
Damn. That's a lot.
But there's a couple of like really, really good ones. Like,
Yeah.
what's your favorite SpongeBob episode? And let's talk about Trump.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's actually some really good ones in here. I was hoping that Eddie Cooler from
Yeah.
California was going to be in here for one of them, so I'm going to wait and see if he ends up in here. But what's the other really good one? How about old school tricks we don't see anymore but should? There's so
the-
many.
Well, 100% number one trick is a can look back. We never see it anymore, and I'm
Dude.
just fucking dying to see one.
Yeah. I think Hoffman's going to have to put on a clinic to teach people how to do it.
Yeah, I'm saying like a new school guy, just airing a quarter.
Right. Hoffman's going to have to be the one to teach them because he's the
I
only one
suppose.
who can do it.
Yeah.
Granddad, Joe Doherty, he does the can X-ups still.
Oh, yeah.
That's a trick
Yeah.
that not many people do.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I remember Simon Tabron, like probably 4 or 5 years ago, gave me some pointers on how to do a can look back, and totally explained it great, and it made a whole lot of sense. But then I went and like aired a quarter. I was like, dude, there's no fucking way that will ever work. Like, how?
I'm trying to. Well, first of all, you have to air opposite to do a look back. For one.
Not on a can look back though.
What?
No, because you kick a regular can.
I don't know what
and
regular is. Is regular front foot over or back foot over?
Definitely front foot.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Don't
I do no foot cans. I put my back foot over on no foot cans instead of putting
Okay.
my front foot over. So like I can do
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I can do it all both directions, but I legit can look back ice pick. Would that even work?
Oh yeah, you can do that.
I love your confidence. Like I'm not even gonna think about the trick. You could just do it.
Oh, dude, I could picture it right now. You totally got it.
Okay, so front foot over the. I should probably just pull up a picture, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
That might help me if it even is. Oh, it does come up. What am I even looking at?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, if you're looking up stuff, look up a candy bar look back. If you could find a picture.
I think that's what I'm looking at right now.
Really?
Yeah, because he's in front of the tire and not in a can.
Yeah. That's a candy bar look back, which is completely fucked. Like that's just beyond.
How do you even
anything.
get to that position?
Yeah, that's unbelievable. That's Josh White. I think the picture you're probably
Okay,
looking
so well, where's the can? They all look like candy bars.
No, because can it probably kicks down underneath the handlebars, whereas the candy bar is like up over it, up over the crossbar. You know.
Well, all of them are like that one that I just had. That's incredible.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd love to see a new school guy do one, you know?
yeah. What else is there? I know there's so many wacky, like insane tricks like that just nobody does.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think it'd be sick if saran wraps became popular.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I could see over a big dirt, set or something like that.
Well, and just they're so easy because you can land not on the. You don't have to finish the trick before you actually hit the ground. Like
I suppose,
if
yeah.
you're doing it
Land
in
one
the
foot.
streets and stuff, like
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. As long as you get your, foot over and around and you'll
yeah,
be good.
peacock airs.
Yeah, those are sick. Yeah.
Somebody
Lot,
said baby steps, bro. We're just getting back on the bike.
yeah, I suppose. A Cherokee Air is pretty cool. Look that up. That's kind of like
What?
it's kind of like a 1 foot invert, but you throw a knack too, or not a knack, Grizz Air kind of knack, I guess.
Like a.
You kind of like throw an inverted table, and throw like
Oh,
a
I see. Yeah, that's kind of the way that Jake Whitney kid does his,
oh yeah,
because he pulls
completely,
them
yeah.
sideways. But it looks like you can really only do the Cherokee Air in and air out.
Yeah, I think so. I like Jake, dude. Do you know him pretty well, or?
I haven't really talked to him much or anything. I just know he's really good at riding bikes.
He's a good kid, and he's one of those kids who just is very serious about, just BMX competition, progressing, all that shit. Which
Mm-hmm.
again, like I fully respect that, and he's got a good family, and I love that kid. He's cool.
Yeah. Someone asked if can tabletops have ever been a thing, and said they should be.
Oh yeah, I think DMC used to do those, but
That makes sense.
yeah, you can do them in Mira too, for sure.
It makes like the trick. I mean, I can't tabletop, but the trick itself, the motion of it, feels like it would kind of make sense.
Yeah, I
I'm
think it would.
deleting Jeff Mead's comment because I don't want people to do it.
Yeah. Nah, you can do that, dude. You so
We
good
got a
at that.
three-way. We got a three-way competition for that trick. I don't want the whole world doing it first.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, there's so many old tricks. Like I used to watch this video. It's called 101 BMX tricks.
Yeah, I've seen it.
101 freestyle tricks.
Yeah.
You've seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, that's pretty gnarly. It's a fun like Saturday morning watch,
It kind of like this conversation, this topic kind of makes you feel like bummed about the lack of variety in certain like aspects of BMX.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think actually one of the responses was something about art in BMX.
Yeah, they were
something
talking about
you
like
got?
artistic frame design
Yeah, and
more than like functional.
yeah, and coincidentally, I was looking at a bike today that I like. I really want to get one old school bike. I've been collecting BMX bikes for a long time, but I've gotten to the point where I just want one bike. And the bike that I want is an old Auburn, if you've ever heard of Auburn cycles.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So it's like a two-piece frame.
Do you have the name of it?
Go look up Auburn CR-20RX.
Oh, I see right here. It's the thing that comes up in the quick search is for sale. People looking for them.
Yeah, definitely.
So is it the one that's got like the different seat stay tube thing?
The rear it comes apart.
Yeah, it looks crazy. Is there a purpose for it?
Damn, I honestly don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it looks really cool.
It looks insane.
But yeah, I just want to get one bike, and I think that's the bike that I want to get.
Well, make it happen. I know you know Wes. I bet Wes has the hookup on somebody who might know.
is like, yeah, he's the mid-school race dude, so he has all those bikes.
Yeah, like there was a time. You know who I'm talking about when I say Sponge?
Yeah, he's a Ohio dude.
Yeah, he's local. He's like we're both local to the same skate park and live 5 minutes from each other. He rides 1999 Slam Bar specials that have the oversized crossbar, the 7/8s.
Oh yeah.
And he rode them since he bought them new in 1999. And he talked about wanting to put on brakes. So he's like, oh, I've never seen another pair of them. And so I just texted Wes randomly if he like knew where I could get some or had any or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, I got a pair. I'll sell them to you. So I like it was that fast. I just bought them and it was over.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
yeah,
just
he's
funny.
That's pretty gnarly. There's one guy who, oh, we don't need to get too deep into this, but he is an Ohio dude who he's a front brake dude, I'm pretty sure, and rides Rays, rides Changa, I'm pretty sure, and super gnarly dude. I remember one specific clip of him. He did man, I wanted to say it was like an over tooth on the sub rail out of the bowl at Rays.
That's Sponge.
Oh, okay, that's the dude.
He did out of the 7-foot quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Sponge. I filmed that.
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
Dude, it was nuts. And the battle for that trick was like incredible. I should honestly put all of those clips into a video because he fell so hard so many times. And then he ended up sending me a picture of like the side of his leg and hip area. And it was just like the whole entire thing was just a gnarly black and blue mess.
Damn, dude. I love that. I love when someone just goes in 100% on something like that, you know?
That's him, dude. He's like, Ricky gives me crap for it because like everybody has that guy that they rode with or ride with that they call the best rider. Yeah. He's like legitimately the best rider I've ever seen or known. Just literally can do anything. Like half of the tricks that are in the Lip Lords videos or in the edits that he has are like his idea and then what I added to it while he was doing it. Because I'm like, you could do this. And then he just tries it. And then after however long, it works.
Yeah. Somebody commented, in BMX, it's all about who you know sometimes.
Not even sometimes. It depends. Well, I guess it depends on what you're talking about, I guess. When you're
elaborate on that. Whoever commented that, it all depends on what you're trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Even then, like, if you're just trying to have fun, who you know is a big part of having fun.
Yeah, that's true.
So I guess it is all of it. But I know Rob's got some insight and things he probably want to add to that. There was other good things in here. That was the thing we talked about, old school tricks, was only part of it. He said the new digital BMX world. Oh, finding old parts. Yeah, it's literally.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you want to just fucking grind 24/7, go to people's garages and which dude, some people they do that for a full-time job.
Well, Wes did that for a year.
Oh, he did? Yeah, I can imagine.
Like he told me some like crazy stuff. I was like, oh my god, dude, that's incredible.
He's about it.
What the hell was I gonna say? I can't even remember anymore.
Yeah, something about old school thing, I think. I don't know.
Well, the other part of that was talking about the new digital BMX world.
Oh, right, yeah. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
You gotta adapt or die.
Well, unless you're a old trail guy who just doesn't do any of it and keeps doing what you're doing.
That is true, yeah. And I wish I was one of those dudes sometimes, you know, where you just your horizons are much more closed in, you know, and that's cool. You know, like I said before, I respect everyone's, you know, what they're wanting to do in BMX, and I just I don't know. I kind of wish that was me sometimes. I respect that, just going in the woods and not bringing your fucking phone out there to film something, you know?
You still have time. you,
Yeah, I suppose I do.
you could be that guy.
Yeah. I'm trying to race some bikes, dude. I'm racing on Saturday and I'm really fucking stressing it, actually.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
you ever race before?
No, I've never raced, and I think that's why I'm stressing it so hard because I've been riding for so long, but I've never raced. But on the other hand, like, I've always kind of followed racing almost, you know what I mean? And just freaking, I'm a little nervous, man. I really am.
I can tell you right now, I would never race against people ever. I'll ride a track, but I will never be on a track against other people because I am terrified of what could happen when other people are involved.
Oh, okay. So you're nervous about that side of it. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about the anxiety leading up to it, you know?
Oh. I mean, that makes sense. It's understandable.
Yeah, I just want to I don't know, man. Something about me, I just want to do well in it for like,
Yeah.
because it's the last race of the season, and if I could come in and like, kind of leave my mark at the end, be like, yeah, you guys had it good all season, but I'm fucking here now, motherfucker. You know.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would definitely be cool, man.
But I probably will get smoked. The reality of it.
I mean, it's possible. You never know. You could shred. You could kill it.
We'll see. Thanks, Brody. By the way, I hope to have a blast for sure. It's gonna be awesome. Get pimped in the
Novice
turn.
class, man. You'll have get pimped in the turn.
Yeah, and that
See,
is real, man. Taco Slurpees, thanks for that comment because I was there yesterday practicing and we had some like mid-50s dudes who just destroyed me off the gate. Like they had been
yeah,
doing this shit for so long that they just knew the exact moment to like pull back and fucking crash. And
right.
I was like
Well,
way behind.
the gate is the part that freaks me out because all of the people going from way out here to right like to really close together really fast. I've watched my buddy who races dirt bikes. I've watched way too many dirt bike gate starts to make me even slightly want to think about doing it with a BMX bike.
Yeah, yeah. Dirt bikes are just a whole different thing, but
They're just like way more gnarly, but it's still like the same concept of starting wide and ending up really close.
I know. Yeah, very nervous about that first turn to see like where I'm at. Like I feel like if I'm middle of the pack, I'll probably back off. You know what I mean? Just because I'm not ready
Yeah.
for that fucking,
Not ready for the battle between like
yeah,
trying to
bar end,
pass
bar
some
end,
dude in a
shoulder to
turn.
shoulder. Yeah.
Well, I
I need
hope
to
it
stop
goes.
talking about this shit.
What?
I need to stop talking about this shit, man.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
getting
let's move on here. I wish you good luck, but now we're gonna talk about other things.
Thank you.
The return of Rat Boy. It's happening. It's real.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of rat boys these days, a lot of people who stem from what he did and
Yeah.
think of like Grant Castelluzzo riding those flat ledges and doing those tech links and all that shit.
I mean the guy himself.
Oh, you're talking about him
Rat
himself?
Boy is riding again.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
That's
it's
cool.
all over like the Instagram that it's posted on.
Damn, good for him, man. That's sick.
He's actually like killing it too. It looks like he's just riding.
Yeah, it's never too late to come back. You know?
If there's
One guy said, "Are you going to be clipped in?" No, clips are just for expert and above, man.
Crumlish is Rat Boy with brakes.
There you go. Yeah. That's what I thought you were kind of getting at. That style.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when you say there's a lot of people, that there definitely is a lot of people who you can see that.
Kind of adopted that style for sure.
I can recall, I don't know if it was actually him or not, but Sponge told me it was him after I told him about the video, but there was a manual suicide no-hander to crank flip out, and he said it was Charlie that did it, but that was like, that's what comes to mind when someone says Charlie Crumlish is like Rat Boy.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for
yeah,
sure.
that's definitely Apparently, he never stopped riding, just hasn't been paying attention to mainstream, and that's why we're gonna get him on a live stream.
Oh, nice.
Well, not. It's not. I just asked. Haven't
Oh,
heard back, but I'm gonna try.
oh yeah.
Callie, I can't ask this question until Eddie's in here. I hope he comes in here. But the question is Cali versus Midwest. What is easier and what is more core and why?
I saw that question and I had my answer, within like a split second.
Yeah, because
And
you lived it.
there's nothing core about California riding, man. Ain't fucking shit core about that, dude. That's where everyone leaves the place they came from and goes there. The whole idea of
I guess
something
that
core,
is true.
the whole idea of something core is like where you fucking came from, man. You know what I'm saying?
For all these people who act like my way of riding is so wrong, the whole reason I'm still here is because I'm not going anywhere. Like,
Well, let me ask you why you don't try to make the move, man. And a matter of fact, I got some questions I got to ask you about your YouTube, but we'll
let's
start with that,
do it.
man.
Okay, so
What's prevent?
biggest reason that I can't move, there's a couple, I guess, but the biggest reasons are one, people like Sponge. I don't think I could like move somewhere purely for the fact that I couldn't be able to just ride with him on a weekly
Ain't no
basis.
ain't no sponge in California, man.
No. And two, I told you this whenever we talked for your thing,
Yeah.
the trails. John is like the main dude. I mean, there's a couple people who do help out here and there, and there's a guy who like same age as me, same we like we were in the same grade in high school but different schools, whatever. He's started riding more and helping out digging more than he has in the past few years. But on the like main level, he's doing the majority of everything. I'm doing probably the second most amount of work than him, and I just could not. I can't bear the thought of like what could happen if I just left and didn't help anymore, and then all of that work was on him. I'm the one who's like kind of I don't want to say organizing sessions and stuff, but like we're riding and I'm there and I'm filming and it's like part of it's all like what it is, and I can remember I don't know what the trails were like whenever I went to college, but when I moved to college and I couldn't leave because I didn't have a car and I was living in the dorm for the first year, and then I came back for the summer or whatever, it was like the scene just kind of like died off a little bit, and I was like, I mean, I don't want to say I'm what's like making the absence of me is what made that happen, but I know that like I'm keeping things like keeping riding and hitting people up like let's ride and all this stuff, and it's like I just don't I'm scared to see what would happen if I left.
Yeah, I feel you, and that we've all been through that. Tell you the truth, that whole you move away and the scene kind of dies out a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been through that personally, and it fucking sucks. It definitely does. But then you got to realize, like, hey, man, you know, I it's just times change, and there wouldn't be a scene there right now if I was there. We'll put it that
Yeah.
way. I don't think there would be, just because I don't know. It's just different. I'm older now, and I'm
Yeah.
not at the skate park every day. But anyways, I totally get what you're saying. But that kind of goes into my YouTube questions I had for you.
Okay, we'll
I
pause
think
those just real quick because I
okay,
wanted to say another thing about this. Uh and part of it too, because I had another third one. I feel like I'm to the point where I could say that I like quote unquote kind of made it in my eyes. I mean, I'm not making money from a company or anything, but I'm in a position where I feel like I've gotten to where I kind of always wanted to be, and I always wanted to be the person that proved that a 4 foot prefab Woodward skate park ramp could put you somewhere in BMX, and I cannot leave after making that happen.
mm, okay,
just purely like we made Lip Lords videos. They got 10,000 views every single video on a 4-foot ramp, and it was like,
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, that's what I wanted to do, and it happened, and it
that's
was
cool.
awesome, and I just couldn't leave it.
Cool. Yeah,
Anyway,
that still plays into my my question for you about YouTube. You've achieved a lot with your YouTube and what you've been able to do with that skate park, like you said. But I think my challenge to you is like, I want you to figure out what you want now. You know what I mean? Because you're definitely taking on this. How can I put it?
be brutal. I don't care.
It's
If you
like
need it.
it's like you're doing it, but it almost seems like you're afraid to just give everything to it. You know what I mean? Like I talked to you the other day about the outdoor channel you had. It was cool. I liked it because I watch a lot of fishing videos, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot more you could be doing with it. And I want to see you. I don't know, but it's all about what you want to do. So I don't want to
Yeah.
put words in your mouth. I want you to challenge yourself and ask yourself what you want to achieve with this. You know what I mean? And like, what's your goal? You know what I mean? And
Well, in all honesty, I'll let you get done. I don't want to cut you off.
I want you to ask yourself that. You know what I mean? Because I think you have the capabilities of growing even more.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of things in your videos that are really good, but there's a lot of things that you could really hone in on and improve on, adopt. There is a formula for success in YouTube. And like I said, if you don't want to do that, then that's totally what you want to do. I get it. But if you want to achieve success in YouTube, I think there's some things you could be doing to brush up on, you know, but go ahead. Go ahead with your response.
So first, I'm an idiot when it comes to ideas and those things you're talking about, to where like I don't even think of those kinds of things. My brain has not gotten into a mode yet where I'm like, I guess I have some of like the YouTube mentality kind of with certain things and certain aspects where I saw Rat Boy, he's riding like there's videos of him riding again on Instagram. I'm like, oh crap, I need to like see if I can get him on a live stream or something. But like the thing, I guarantee the ideas that you have that we need to talk about, because I'm totally open to anything, are things that I just literally haven't thought of or and stuff. But I do already have like my goals and stuff lined up, and I kind of like I can't put everything into it yet because I still have to put certain amounts of my time into the jobs that make me the rest of, like YouTube's
Yeah.
making me money, but it's not making me enough money to just like not do other stuff. So
Right.
so I'm kind of just trying to grind it out, and obviously grind it out's a weird way to say it because at the same time I'm doing exactly what I want to do and love doing, but
Yeah.
it is a grind to get to that point where it is covering my bills and I can live off of it. And that's literally, there's going to be like that light switch, dude. As soon as like 6 months goes by and it's been enough to pay my bills for those 6 months, dude, I'm going all in. Like, because that's this thing I'm waiting for.
I got you.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's mainly just me being an idiot and not thinking of things that I could do that would really help me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. That's just one thing I noticed, man. And I can see you doing so much with it, and you have all the tools. And I don't know. I admit it. I watch a shitload of YouTube. You know what I mean? Fishing videos. Don't watch a
Yeah.
whole lot of BMX stuff anymore because I just don't think there's a whole lot left out there. But now's probably a good time for you to fucking go all in on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know. I see that dude's comment. Hey, man, I get it. Fuck, I know it is. I watch it. I fucking watch it. And the one thing I do respect
But
is your consistency and how much you've been able to put up, how much content you've been able to put up. So I do respect that for sure.
there is, but no matter how much I do, I could upload 2 videos every single day. There's always going to be things that I could do, and this what I appreciate so much about even you, even though you haven't like given me the ideas that you have, But you and then all of the other people who I've ridden with, who've been in my videos, some people who I'm not even really friends with anymore because of whatever reasons, but they've given me ideas that I was like, oh, damn, I need to do that. Like, that needs to be a thing. And then I did them and it was good and it helped and it was awesome. And I just appreciate all of it because there's always the next level that you could be doing.
Yeah, and I say this as a fan of what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
You're just trying
not
to help.
afraid to fucking hold back and say things like if it's out of respect. And um, I don't know, man. Sometimes we just need to ask ourselves what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
do that a lot, man. It sounds weird, but I'll sit there and ask myself like, yo, what's your goal today? What are you trying to do? So
I think that that's way, way, way more than the average person does and probably should do because guess what? We only get so many days. We only get so much time. Asking yourself what you're going to do with it kind of makes sense.
yeah, and it's 2020, man. There's a lot of shit going on. Like,
Dude, yeah, this year is insane.
let's not be afraid to succeed in what we want to do at this point. You know?
Yeah, dude, and I think that taboo in BMX with succeeding and all that crap is kind of wearing off.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I hope
I'm,
so.
I'm glad to see it.
Yeah, COVID's been a weird thing for BMX for sure because it's like it really has kind of, man, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I hadn't really thought this out, but it kind of got me more into BMX. You know what I mean? And more into like just doing whatever the fuck you want to do. You know?
Yeah, literally. I mean, I think that that's probably something that a lot of people have gotten to. I mean, even dude, this like I've had a totally different attitude on certain things since I like had my concussion and all that stuff. I don't know if it was from that or anything, but like I'm to a point now where I just like don't care at all about things that I should not be caring about. Like haters, things like that. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure it's this person in the chat that you probably already saw. I posted my video yesterday and immediately it had 12 dislikes on it. And then it was 13. I was like, this is like 5 minutes went by. And I'm like, okay, so I know this is one person with multiple accounts and no life. So I went on it and I commented, I said, man, 13 dislikes. I'm killing it today. Like addressing it. And then today it has 5 now because YouTube realized that this person's being spam and just being a troll on the internet and it takes away the ones that are fake.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So like I just don't even care anymore about these things. Like I used to get like upset about people being haters. People used to get under my skin with that kind of stuff and I would not respond to any of it, but it did get under my skin. Now I'm to the point where I'm like, dude, I just don't care.
Yeah, I definitely still care. I get really defensive about shit, but I think that's just in my nature. But I give a lot of people shit too, so I got to
Yeah.
get it back. You know what
Well,
I mean?
and
But
that's also where it's understandable too, though, partially is because there's a line between giving someone shit and just
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
talking shit
Oh
and being a hater and like
yeah,
just there's no playful nature behind it, you know?
100%, man. I feel you for sure.
Like if you give me crap for something, I obviously am gonna be like, oh, Casey's messing with me. I'm not gonna get upset and like try
Right.
and defend myself, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of which, man, I got a bone to pick with you. Last time we were talking on here, I had mentioned a dude named Dirty Dan. You didn't know who he was, man.
I still don't know who he
You
is.
gotta fucking look him up right now, man. Because I had a lot of people hit me up like, man, this fucking dude, he doesn't know who Dirty Dan is. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You gotta look
explain
him
myself.
up.
I'll actually explain myself on this one because maybe people will understand a little bit. Growing up, I literally didn't care who anyone was riding BMX. You know what I cared
Oh,
about?
really?
Going to the skate park and riding my bike.
No shit.
Literally, I didn't
So
watch
you,
videos.
so you
There's
were
like,
a.
what's that?
I was gonna say you were just a dude who rides. You weren't even a BMX rider, man.
I just only cared about going to the skate park and learning how to do more and more and more tricks and obsessively, like, I was so crazy about this dude that I would get off the bus and I would run to the house as fast as I could, eat whatever I could as fast as I possibly could, and then ride 5 miles up and down these hills to the skate park just so I could ride more.
That's awesome, man.
Like, and
Good.
that's the, so like the excited nature that is in my videos, like that is exactly what it is. So
That's cool.
so when I was growing up, I didn't watch videos really. I mean, I watched a couple videos, like, so I remember specific ones, like the 2006 Dirty East contest video where Zach
Mm,
front flips off the thing.
mm.
Then there's Scotty Kramer's videos for Felt at the concrete park where he's doing flare to
Okay.
five taps and ice pick
Okay.
tap tail whips and those things. And I can remember those videos, and there's a little bit of bits and pieces there, like the mutiny video from 2008 where they
Mm.
had like the blocks with the names and stuff.
Yeah.
I can remember little bits and pieces of those things, but I literally didn't care at all about who anyone was or anything like that. I just literally obsessively wanted to ride my bike as much as I possibly could.
Well, good for you, man. That's cool. I respect that for sure.
So
Um,
anyone who hates on me for not knowing who Dirty Dan is, I'm sorry you didn't ride your bike as much as you could have.
Damn. I still want you to look him up though,
I
because
I know I need to. I will. If you send me a link to something, I'll watch it. But more than
yeah,
likely, I'm gonna forget.
he left a good footprint in BMX for sure.
I'm
And he did a lot
excited. I
of good
see a
stuff.
sub rail.
He was a prodigy, man. Young kid, you know.
I love that. I love the prodigies in BMX. They're so
Yeah.
sick. Like Marcus Christopher is so rad to watch.
Yeah. What about that dude Josh Dove? You follow that
That
kid?
kid is a prodigy. He has to be. Like, there's no way you get that good and not be just meant to ride a bicycle.
That kid is completely fucked, man. I
It,
don't
I,
understand.
dude, he
Shit.
was at the Vans Pro Cup and literally, wow, this is crazy how this timing is. We were in California, like, right around this time last year when they were doing the championship stop of the Pro Cup, and watching that kid ride, like, he goes as high as Larry Edgar does, but with style, and like he's
Yeah.
not even like making it happen. It just happens.
Yeah. And he catches transition, unlike Edgar.
Yeah, right. Well, Larry's doing a tuck no hander as he's falling back to the ramp.
Yeah. That's true.
Just that
Oh, that's
kid.
right, Brody. Brody, you know, I just wondered, Brody knows Josh Dove, man, because they both from Australia.
Oh,
And
that's sick.
yeah,
See if Josh Dove will jump on the stream with us sometime. I want to talk
he's
to this
fighting
kid.
bad, man. That kid's like 12 years old, dude.
Yeah, you're right. He definitely has to go wake up for school tomorrow.
Yeah,
How crazy is that?
that's wild,
Like
man.
kids like Marcus Christopher. I remember when we had a trail jam and Marcus was 12 years old and we gave him third place or something in one of our event things. And the kid's just doing like gnarly knack-knacks, I think, and no-foot cans and just doing all this crazy stuff at 12 years old. And his dad was already like the biggest dude you ever seen. His dad's
Yeah.
like jacked.
Oh, really?
Yep. He's always
Yeah.
been sick, even when he was on a 16-inch.
Unfortunately, both those kids are goofy-footed, so everything they do doesn't count. But
See, the thing about goofy-footed
Best.
riders is they're usually like the best. Think about so many amazing riders. Jay Dalton is goofy-footed.
yeah,
It's 11.
if you're goofy-footed and you can't do a super slow look back, then you just gotta either learn that shit right now or just quit riding because you have to know that trick.
True. That's one I would love to learn how to do a look back, though, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably the best feeling trick for sure if you get one clicked.
Well, it took me this long to learn turn downs.
Like over a straight jump or what?
In general, just to learn how to turn down and actually do like real turn downs.
Yeah. Yeah, they're rough. They're definitely rough, man.
It was one of those things where it's like normally in my like BMX life, the tricks that I've learned are tricks that I kind of picked up pretty quickly, or I could get like somewhat close to and then stop trying and then try it a year later and then just do it. But turndowns were one that I really didn't try much because I couldn't, like, my body's like, no, you're just not. So I
Yeah,
just didn't try them.
totally.
Same with tables. Can't table.
Um,
I'd give up everything to do an Aiken look back
yeah, I'd give up everything to do an Aiken 3 look back for sure.
with a knack before it.
Today I saw a clip of a guy named Tom Russell. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of him. He rides for Cult. He lives in the UK, and he did a 3-bar X up to turn down on a box jump. And that for me was like fucking everything, dude.
I
I don't
don't
know
know
what.
if I'm more impressed that this guy did that trick or that someone who can do that trick rides for Colt.
This guy, he's a brakeless dude, just a very like under the radar, underground type of rider, and he's fucking amazing, man. One of my favorite riders right now for sure. Yeah,
That I love how like the underground nature of the person you're talking about, and then I've got one too that is it Callum Stibbards? Does he ride for Colt too? The one who did that like or tried that like million stair handrail?
oh, yeah. Which, by the way, like, was he ever gonna land that?
No. I mean if he did it was
Well,
gonna
I
be
mean,
like
like,
luck.
what was? I don't want to say what was the point of doing it because I understand, I get it, but come on, man. Like, was he doing that just let's not even go there because that's so wrong. He fucking risked himself trying that
His
shit. I
literal life.
respect it.
I think I get where you're going with that, and I don't think that's the case because of the literal death that was on both sides of that rail. That if anything went wrong, he legitimately could have died on impact.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, was he ever gonna land that? Is there ever a possibility of him landing that rail?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you would like. I'm not a fan of modding things, but you might have to make something happen to slow you down on the rail. Like
Yeah.
a different material peg or just something that slows you down without stopping you.
You know what, dude? Let me pull back on that. He had to have thought he could probably land that while
Oh,
he
there's
was
no
trying.
way you're going to try that and not without
Yeah,
thinking there's a
yeah.
chance.
So let me think logically on this. I don't want to hate on that dude because that's gnarly and that's just rad, dude.
And if you watch his other stuff, like a lot of the stuff that guy does is gnarly, gnarly stuff that you can tell is kind of like me looking at Subrail. Like I see it and I'm like, man, I've done like a million of these, but I have to do this right now. I have to foof this thing.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So did you have any other things you wanted to bring up? Because it seemed like it.
Um, Man, I got a bunch of stuff I'm gonna be doing for season 2, and I'm super stoked about it. And some pretty deep stuff for sure. I don't know, man. I got a lot of stuff that I want to personally say to someone, I guess. A lot of stuff that I've been like holding in for a long time, like since I was like a teenager. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
This is like some personal stuff,
It's like
but I
a form
wanna,
of therapy.
yeah, I want to be able to do like a kind of a self-reflection type thing and see if anyone relates. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
did have someone call the hotline and say something about healing in BMX and anxiety, and I'd
Mm-hmm.
love to touch on that for one of the episodes and like just reach out to people, say, hey, are you suffering from any anxiety? Hit me up. Let's talk about it.
That's
Because
awesome.
just community. I want to get everyone together, and like a big part of this whole thing is giving somebody a voice temporarily. Give them a chance to share their voice because I've been riding for so long, I never got to share my thoughts. So I don't
That's
know.
that's really cool, and I think it's cool that you're like setting out to do that. I think a lot of people like who do things like I do, or YouTubers in general, or just people who make things on the internet, don't set out with that in mind, but it does end up happening. And this,
Yeah.
the fact that you're like thinking about it ahead of time and then like thinking of ways you can facilitate it even more to make it happen
Yeah.
is really cool.
Yeah. It's whenever I get a notification for a response on the hotline, it's like it's the best feeling ever, you know, because someone like went out of their way to call me up and share their thoughts, and like I said, this dude sharing stuff about anxiety and stuff he'd been suffering from. And I always try to make it a point to like let people know at the end of every episode, like, yo, I'm right here. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
that's a pretty important thing to say to someone, like reassuring someone, like, hey, if you need someone, I'm right here for you. So
absolutely.
yeah, hate to get too touchy feely about it, man, but you
Nothing
know
wrong
what?
with it. It's real, and I think that has a place, a serious place in BMX.
Yeah,
In this hardcore appearance sport where you can't care too, or you can't appear to care too much, but you have to care way more than you should.
yeah,
The whole ABD conversation is a perfect representation of that.
yeah, for sure.
People getting butthurt that somebody did a truck driver down a stair set that they 360'd. Well, go do it then. Can you truck driver? Okay, you need your ego stroked that much? Go fucking do it.
Yeah,
Like, sorry. We all have our things that our brain tells us we have to do. If
hmm,
someone else's lines up with something your brain already told you had to do and you accomplished it, you should be on the same wavelength as that person and be like, dude, I understand you. I feel you. I was in that position. The only time I ever understand it is if it was a situation of, oh, I'm going to go there and I'm going to do this to do something better than what this guy did, or I'm going to do it because he did it to be like spiteful.
yeah, yeah. I see that for sure. On the other hand, it's like you could have been thinking about some trick for years. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
trying to build up the courage to do it, and all of a sudden you see somebody else do it, and it's like fucking this earth-shattering moment. You know what I mean? Like fucking crushes you. Like, dude, I've been thinking about that night after night, trying to get that done,
Yeah.
and he did it. But yeah, hey Brody, thanks for that comment, dude. And thanks for sharing some personal details about your life. Brody came on one of the episodes and
Oh,
shared
nice.
some things about his childhood that were definitely unexpected for me, and I really appreciate you sharing that, man. So I hope I can get Brody back on, man. He's a really cool dude.
Well, he's here, so it seems like he's down to be a part of things.
Yeah, he's a rad dude for sure.
That's rad. You're totally onto something too with that concept of you've been thinking about things forever, and then or someone might be thinking about something forever, then someone does it and you're crushed. And some people might like use that as fuel to make it happen too.
Yeah,
Other people
yeah,
might, I mean, with the mentality of BMX and the ABD, whatever, depending upon what you're like talking about, somebody might not even bother and they're just crushed because, oh, now I can't do it because they did it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's kind of ridiculous. That whole, you know, the whole idea of not being able to do something because someone else did it. Yeah,
It's
I
ego.
totally.
It's
Yeah, I
all
don't agree with
ego.
that at all. That's ridiculous,
And it's a
man.
totally different mindset. Like people in California have a totally different mindset because of that. And even I got into it. Like I went to that spot where it was like the tile things with the pipe on the wall that's a sub. I went to that spot and I'm like, what can I do on this that no one else has done? Like I got into that, like what trying not to, and I'm like,
Yeah,
dude, why? I mean, anything I'm gonna do, no one else has done anyway.
yeah. Let's give these pedals away, man, before too
Yeah.
many people
How do you
come
want to
out.
do this?
I'm thinking like we talked about art and BMX. Let's go like I don't know, maybe the best. I don't know, best frame or best BMX bike of all time. You know, in someone's opinion. What do you think about that?
Like you're waiting for someone, like you're picking an answer that
I'm
you
gonna
like
pick a
the most?
random. I'm gonna pick a random answer. Someone posts like, "Oh, fucking 93 GT Performer," some along those lines, or a fucking a Fit Series One. You know what I mean? Just post your favorite frame, favorite bike, fuck it, favorite part of all time. I'm just gonna pick the most clever one.
All right, I like that. Hey, Mike, thank you. I actually rode trails today, so I'm good.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Hopefully, someone comes up with something clever. Did you have any more responses on that
Oh,
Instagram post?
there's so many. I just uh ooh, I forgot I wanted to talk about this one. The current state of street riding and how much more advanced do you think it'll get?
Damn, that's a good question.
So, you got any thoughts on that?
Um,
Do
it's
you
really hard to predict that. You know what I mean? Because no one ever thought it could get better than it was when Van Homan was out there fucking murdering shit and criminal mischief. So
you're right.
uh, it's really fucking hard to say. I mean, you could. It's easy to be like, no, there's no way it could get any better. I mean, fucking, how much better could it get if someone fucking kills himself on a set of stairs, But
Yeah.
who knows, man?
I do feel like we're somewhat reaching the limits of like extremeness in like what's possible for a person.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Okay.
to a certain point. I mean,
Capabilities of a human being. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so like when you look at that Steven Atencio, I know you saw the 360 that he did in that video. It was posted all over just the past couple days, like different angles of the just jumping down these stairs.
Okay. I don't think I saw it, but explain it to me. Was it like a stairs or something?
Oh, I'll just show you.
Okay.
It's easier, and you're watching the stream actually, so I can just pull it up here
Yeah.
real quick on Instagram because it's mind blowing, dude. Like the airtime this dude had right here, and I'll pull it over here, and here you go. The first gap down that he did down these stairs when he landed. Like watching this 360 when he actually like rolls away and his one foot comes off the pedal a little bit, you're like, how much bigger can it get?
Yeah, I've never even heard of this dude before.
Oh, you gotta watch his videos, dude. His last one from last year was incredible too.
Oh shit. Nice little sponsored post by at BMX.
Yeah, there should probably be a hashtag ad in there, shouldn't there?
Yeah.
So like, you see it, like
Oh, dude. Does he get it? Oh, was that the one he gets with the foot off?
I don't know if that was it or not. His foot didn't touch, but his left foot did come off on the one that he like was in the video. But
God,
I think about stuff
gnarly.
like that. I think about stuff like Dennis Enterson's videos where it's like, how much bigger can it really go before it's like people are just dying?
Yeah. And that dude, that's so gnarly. He just kept sending it. I
Yeah,
can't imagine giving that a second go.
for real. Like the one where he landed it, both feet were on, and then he had to jump off instantly to not hit the fence. I would have been cool with that. Like,
Yeah.
that would have
Yeah.
been perfect.
That's so awesome, dude. I
And
love youngsters too, going at shit. Going at
yeah,
El Toro, trying that kid that double truck down El Toro was just fucking gnarly, man. I love that.
then you think of like the technicality side of things. I feel like things could definitely get crazier technically. Maybe not so much in terms of like bar spins. Like there's only so many times you could throw a bar spin in a certain distance drop.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I think maybe I've talked about this. I mean, dude, when I lived in Columbus, and I would ride with Zach Gerber all the time, we would spend more time sitting at the cars just talking about like philosophy and just everything than we would have spent
Yeah,
at the session. And
right.
we talked about this like that was probably 5, 6, maybe, yeah, 5 or 6 years ago at this point, about how I feel like things are going to get to a point, and they kind of did, where people got sick of the whole like flat ledge insanity side of things, where it's just how crazy you could get on a flat ledge.
Yeah.
And it moves into more of like a creative aspect of things. I think we're going to get more and more into that, where people are doing things that are different than what everyone's doing.
Yeah, I do like the diversity in BMX right now. You can really just kind of follow who you want, and I don't know, it's pretty cool to see. It's the fact that you can just see something completely different than someone else is doing right now is really cool. I feel like, back in like the early '90s, even, yes, everyone rode um, different things,
Mm-hmm.
but they all kind of rode it the same way almost. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I
there
could
wasn't
see it.
diversity in that too much, but hate to disrespect the mid school, but just some stuff I noticed. But
Yeah, well, when things get so specialized like they are now, it's just natural for it to get insane. We need some more people to leave some frames and parts and whatever your favorite part
yeah,
of
dude,
all
we got
time.
one
We only
guy
got one.
with some pedals, man.
This QRF Zach dude might just win because he's the only one.
Yeah, I don't know if you could put a banner up on top or some shit.
I actually can. Uh,
Technology, man, just get it up there.
right? Let's see. So I need to.
But good choice, by the way, Hoffman tires. That was a dope ass bike slash frame. Loved
Cool
it.
that they're remaking it.
It was like a powdered blue, man. I loved that.
It's cool that they're remaking it.
Yeah, for sure. My first real BMX bike was a Hoffman, so definitely got some love for Hoffman.
Okay, hopefully that doesn't show up like way too kind of. There we go. Peregrine Super Pro 48 wheels in
There you go.
chrome.
There you go.
He works at a bike shop.
Oh, he knows all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were dope. The hubs had kind of a was it like a holographic circle decal around the edge, and
Mm-hmm.
really fucking cool design. Again, kind of little artistic flair to their parts back then that we don't see a whole lot of. These days we see a black frame and that's about it. But
Yeah, it would be cool to see some more like art in the just frames or anything in general. Like bikes are all so similarly shaped right now. The only way you really see the anything is in like the seat stay bridges.
yeah, yeah. You get like a double wishbone maybe on like Trey Jones's frame, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dude. Hopefully people will comment some obscure shit, and because I'm all about every era of BMX. I've been collecting, like I said, for a long time, so
Yeah.
love the art behind it for sure.
Where are you living at now again? I know it's totally off topic.
I'm in Indy.
Okay.
That's why you were in Indiana, so it's all of a sudden it's like if someone's in your state, you got to see like exactly where they're at.
Oh,
You know
and
what
you
I
got to
mean?
make sure you shouldn't be mad that they're there and didn't tell you.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. Like, yo, motherfucker, you're in Indiana and you didn't hit me up, but turns out you're like 3 hours away. So
Yeah, it was way up there. CNC fly brake and lever.
oh
Speaking
shit.
of this, I wanted to ask you, do you know where I can get some fly rear brakes to OGs? I need new back brakes.
I do. It all depends on like what color you're looking
I
for.
literally don't care. I'll paint them black.
Okay. My buddy just got some brand new ones still in the box. He just hit me up last night with and I can see how much he wants for him, man.
Yeah, give me a number and I'll see if I feel like paying it.
Yeah, yeah, they're the OG ones for sure. So
Yeah, there was a dude from Canada who put a picture up on his story, and I responded like, "How much do you want?" instantly, and he had no idea that they were sought after or valuable or anything. So instead of being the guy who's like, "Oh yeah, that works," because he said like $50 and he would just ship them to me. And so instead of being like, "Oh, like yeah, that's perfect. How much? Like, how do I pay you?" I told him like, like everyone wants these brakes. They're willing to pay a lot of money for them. I want to make sure you know that. And then he decided not to sell them.
$50 is a good price for those brakes, man. Honestly, especially if they were used. I got some off eBay probably maybe a year or two ago for like $35. You can definitely
What?
find them. Oh yeah,
I
they're
was
out
thinking
there.
I was gonna have to pay like $100 for these things.
Nah, I don't think so.
That would be awesome.
You just gotta hunt, man. You just gotta be on that grind like every day looking.
Right.
But the lever, you gotta get the lever too, though, if you're gonna get the brakes.
Well, I'm not made of money here.
But
I got
yeah,
these
good
hospital
comment, Brody.
bills. What?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll say good comment, Brody. Fly CNC brakes, one of the best parts made of all time, for sure.
Yep. I'm trying to get them to remake them. I need to send my weekly reminder message.
What about the Fly rear hub that got stolen from Interbike, the only one that was in existence?
What? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, this is a story that I heard, man. But yeah, apparently they made one, brought it to Interbike. This was like, 10, 15 years
Yeah.
ago. Got stolen, man. Someone's got that fucker on their bike right now.
Well, I mean, if you ever went to Interbike, you know that they didn't like. I mean, stuff's kind of bolted down, but it's for the most part just sitting there.
Yeah, I've never been to Interbike, but it always looked pretty cool.
I posted a clip from it today. TNT HWA Fong Daddy.
Bong Daddy, baby. That's a dope frame.
That
Love
dude,
that.
that guy's from West Virginia. Has some trails down there.
Yeah,
Austin Lemley.
the Fong Daddy. That's such a good frame, man.
They're redoing the CNC caliper. They are, and I actually like the Kurt from BMX Union does some stuff for Fly, and the guy who owns Fly like mentioned potentially like hooking me up with some because of all my brake stuff, and
Nice.
it just they can't like they could give me some obviously, but like they can't because they only work with those little cable hanger things they have, and I use NARPs.
Yeah. Well, do you run a dual cable all the way
Yeah.
back? Oh, that's so weird, man.
It's weird, but it lasts me forever because I
Yeah.
don't have the screw in the NARP. I just loop the cable through it, so it's just a loop that it's getting pulled on, and there's no like pinch points there.
Yeah. Brakes, man. There's too much going on.
There's a lot going on. I probably should not run dual lower cables because it really doesn't matter that much on the bottom.
Oh.
It's just more adjustment to have to do because if your cables aren't the exact same length, you have to adjust for them to be even so that you get an even brake pull.
Yeah, for sure.
More parts. Oh, Jeff Mead's part was the revenge brakes. I didn't realize that. I thought he was just mentioning brakes.
Damn, I don't remember the revenge brakes. Let me look
They
those
had
up.
bearings in them, and they're American made, I think, because the guy who did RNC BMX made those.
Oh, that's sweet. You said RNC?
He made them, but it was what am I trying to say? Jeff Mead, right here, dude. I keep it close. He told me to use this.
What the hell is that?
It's a dual cable to cable hanger, like for a straddle cable.
Okay.
So both the cables go in there, and then your straddle cable goes through there.
Gotcha. There's a lot. There's a lot going on, man. Yo, these look cool, man. It says it's made by S&M. Revenge.
Well, S&M is like kind of revenge, and then RNC BMX I think did the job.
Oh, nice. Yeah, those look cool. I don't think they're CNC'd. I think they're cast, but they look cool.
I think they'd have to be CNC'd because he doesn't he uses those
Oh, okay.
machines. But
I see a different picture now. They definitely look, good.
I have a funny story about those brakes. My buddy, his name is Jake Borer. He lives in Tulsa now.
I know that dude. Yeah, he lived in Virginia for a while.
Dude, Jake's
Yeah.
locals. Like we grew up riding Worcester Skate Park together.
Yeah, I take the back. I don't know if he lived in Virginia, but he
He
definitely visited a
he went
lot.
there
And
a lot for Jordan.
I rode with him a lot with Jordan. Yeah, for sure.
Jake, back whenever we were first like riding and stuff, he was the kid who would have, didn't matter which part it was, but he would have the most expensive part out of Dan's comp on his bike.
Oh, yeah,
He was
that
really
kid.
good. Like he could do a lot of like he was really, really good at riding bikes. He would just have the most expensive. So he had brakes, but they were terrible. But he had the revenge brakes because they were $70 and they were the most expensive brakes in the max.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
The funny thing about it is that I remember when he built up his original Profile Mini wheel set at a bike shop that stopped existing a couple years after it started, and he was riding those hubs all the way till this year when he finally swapped them out. And
nice.
you know Jake, you see he's a shredder, so like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. You seen anything you like in here? We want to wait a little longer?
Yeah, wait a little bit longer, but
Okay. What's the top one right now?
Top one right now? Man, it's a tough one because everyone's been so good. I might go with that TNT frame as of right now.
That's a good one.
But keep them coming. I'll give
Yeah.
y'all like 5-10 more minutes, man. I'm gonna pick one and get these because I don't want the person to leave and I won't be able to contact them.
Well, if you do pick the TNT, I know him, like,
Okay.
so I can put you in touch. But either way, you guys should still leave your favorite bike part of all time in the chat.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Man, I have to think about mine. That's tough.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't just pick a random part. I have to pick something that I actually had. Or maybe not. I don't know. The Thai Reaper frame from Eastern that was in Dan's back in the day has a special place in my brain.
Damn.
Only because I literally like remembered the ad.
It was how expensive was that fucking
$12.99.99.
Yeah,
It weighed 2.6 pounds, and it literally had a little thing in there that said "not intended for street use."
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
And it was in there, and it was, oh yeah.
Yeah, my favorite. I'll go with my favorite bike. It's just my favorite anything related to BMX of all time. 1991 Haro Sport with that lime green color, man.
Oh, that's a good color. The one that they redid?
They redid it, yeah. If you could put a picture of that up on the screen, man, to show everyone just what art, this is just BMX, man. Art and BMX.
Why is that? Is that it? No, the Master's coming up.
No, not the Master, the Sport.
I don't know why the Master's coming up and not the Sport. You're talking about lime green, right? Like
yeah, it's like a day glow neon green.
Dude, I literally cannot see one. I see the Freestyler.
What'd you type in?
1999 Haro Sport.
No, 91.
Oh, see, it didn't exist in 99. That's why.
Yeah.
There it is. Look at that bike. Oops, I gotta.
Oh, dude. Oh, dude, this dude had that frame. A funny story. I actually found it on Craigslist probably about 5 years ago. Dude wanted $300 for the complete bike. I was fucking on my way to get it, and he sold it. And then about maybe 2 years later, I saw it at a bike show. I was just devastated, man.
That is sad, man.
Given to me from Jimmy Walker. Hell yeah. Scrap Skate Park, man. Represent.
Wow. That Thai Reaper was $2,500 in Australia.
Yeah.
That is
wild.
insane.
$2,500. That's insane.
That's so
Look at
well.
that
That's
frame. Look at that bike, man. That thing is just a thing of beauty.
that 25. It's the tie layered frames are about $2,500, especially if you do anything custom on them.
Really?
Yeah.
Has anyone getting those? Has anybody bought one of those frames?
Yeah, I know that Corey Coffee rides one.
Who's
And,
that?
she lives in Michigan, I think.
Yeah,
She's
female rider. Yep.
yeah, she's been around like
She's
forever.
been
I think.
around. Yeah.
Rooftops.
Justin Dowell rides a layered frame, man. Going back to Justin Dowell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so does like Kevin Peraza on his custom mongoose that Laird made. You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Weird thing.
Rooftops United frame got a redo again.
Yep, I saw that with the Wilkerson Airlines colorway, and yeah, I love that. You know what's funny? I asked Rooftop if he had any plans to do a new version, and he said, I forgot what he said, but it wasn't like he didn't give any details, man.
Yeah.
And I wanted to buy one, and then $580 for a frame? God
Right.
damn.
Right.
Fuck.
Right. Is it American made?
Yeah, it's gotta be, right? You think? No. Where's United made? England?
They're definitely not. It's definitely not an American made frame unless they're having it made here.
Dude, that's fucked.
And you know what? It's probably the exact same thing with maybe as the one that they did previously in a different color.
Man, that's a lot of money, dude.
It is a lot of money.
Oh shit! Here it is, man.
Yeah, Jeff Mead has the
581.
first one.
581, bro. Damn.
I'm gonna have to pull that up. United Caveman. Is it V2? How do they have it labeled?
I just went on the United website, dude.
Oh, duh.
Jeff Mead, you ride that caveman, dude? You do any sprocket bash tricks? I rode the Haro Master, the new one, and I couldn't get down with it, man. I did a couple, sprocket bash over a spine, but that was about it.
What is that? That's such a random. Why is it 581.93?
It's got to be the conversion price.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so what's the deets on here?
The what?
The details.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
It looks like it might just be updated for 2.4 tires.
Brody, you saying I'm gonna pay $581 for a Taiwanese frame?
Yeah, dude, it definitely says nothing about where it's made at.
No offense to Taiwanese frames, I've been riding one my whole life, but $581, man, come on now.
Especially when you know they're making that thing for way less than that.
Yeah, even the Haro re-release frames were, I think, way cheaper than that. That's a lot of fucking money, dude. If I'm paying $581, I'm gonna get, like you said, a layered frame, something like that I know. I saw the fucking dude make it. You know what I'm saying?
Your frame. He made it for you.
And I'm investing in this shit,
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Sorry, Rooftop. I got love for you, but ain't gonna happen.
Rollback Rob said thanks for being his 100th sub. I had to do it, dude. I saw you were at 99 and I wasn't subscribed, and I was like, why would I not?
Yeah, you know what the saddest thing is, man? My daughter watches a lot of YouTube, and the saddest thing is when they got their kids saying, be sure to subscribe or something like that. It just fucking makes me cringe, man.
It's sad when you know they told them to, but if
That's what I'm saying.
if it's real and the kid just did it, then it's funny.
Yeah, but when you know that they just fucking gave this kid this line to say, and like it breaks your heart because this kid has no idea what the fuck's going on. He doesn't know that parents are making money off this shit, man.
Yeah. I'm slacking, man. I'm stuck on fishing and aquarium YouTube channel.
Aquarium videos, dude. I'm all about it. I got an aquarium because of YouTube videos.
No way. You're in the same boat as me. I want one. I want to put crappie in an aquarium.
Oh, shit. No, I didn't do all that. I just got a fish from the store, but that's cool.
Can you imagine like a 300-gallon aquarium with a school of crappie swimming around in it?
That would be awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I forgot, Jeff. You got to run that 4416. I didn't even think about that, dude. That's probably why I had such a hard time riding it, because I was riding a 44 tooth sprocket.
Well, yeah. Crazy thing, the guy who owns the trails that I keep talking about, until this year, he was riding a 44, probably 16, because he was riding his Holmes.
Dude, I believe it. I fucking saw that dude at Ray's.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Witnessed him.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. He fucking did a no-footer to X-up, almost landed X-up, and it was fucking amazing.
He does it every time he rides. The other day, he was literally going through the jumps and going, like letting it go as late as he possibly could. And I'm like, you are a psycho.
Is he a good dude?
Oh, such a good dude.
He seems cool.
He was there whenever I knocked myself out and whatnot, and was like making sure I was okay. And even today, he's like, you're riding? Like, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed like a really good dude. I didn't get to talk to him, but I watched him and I could tell he was pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, his just entire life is the trails.
Oh yeah.
Guys, last chance. Leave your favorite BMX part of all time.
Right. Yeah, let's get him in
The chat. If you haven't yet, you better do it. Otherwise, it's going to West Virginia.
Pedals, man. They are 916s. Don't worry. They're not for a one-piece crank.
You know what could happen? Where are you at in Indiana again?
Indianapolis.
Oh, so you're like 3 hours, 3.5 maybe from me.
Yeah.
Austin, if he wins, is 2 to 2.5 hours from me. He's in or somewhere in West Virginia, right near the border.
Oh, West Virginia. Yeah.
And there happens to be some really nice trails where I'm at. And you could just put that shipping money towards some gas.
I feel you.
And we could have a session.
That'd be dope.
Odyssey MDS, the $1 million sprocket.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people love that.
Yes, I gotta look that up too.
A lot of people loved that thing.
I'm gonna throw in some stickers too.
Ooh, stickers.
You know, people, maybe whoever wins, you may not have heard the podcast, but maybe check it out.
Should probably check it out.
Odyssey MDS sprocket. Good call. I remember that shit, man.
Yep, that thing's sick looking.
Dude, I think my son has that thing, man.
They're floating around.
Or maybe he has like a newer version or something, but he's got something like that. It's got a little bash guard on it, whatever. Sprocket guard.
The FBM hub guard. I had that hub guard.
Was that the one that went like halfway around your hub?
No. Well, I mean, there might have been one. Mine was just like a normal metal symbol looking hub guard that went on the back.
Ooh, the Trail Boss frame. Ooh, there you go.
The Trail Boss frame.
Love for standard, man. Good call.
Primo Power Bites.
Damn, Power Bites. You know what, man? Power Bites, they remind me of a dude named Brian Terada. You probably don't remember him.
I know that name.
You know the name? Okay. He was a dude out of California. I'm pretty sure he's out of California. He rode Power Bites and did a lot of crank arm grinds way back then. And it was like, if you were doing crank arm grinds, you needed those fucking Power Bites. It was that powerful. You know what I'm saying?
I love that there was like a utility to things, like for specific things. Like today, most stuff is good for like most things.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're saying. There were specific things you bought a part for or whatever.
Yeah. Broke 3 pairs of Power Bites. Well, Jeff Mead, we can't all be beasts like you.
Yeah. That was probably before they were reinforced. I think they're reinforced now, right? I assume they are.
I don't know. I never had those. I knew people that did.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool part. I think they mimicked that part off of an old GT crank, the GT Power Series crank. It was the same design for the most part. People actually took the Power Bites, they put them on old bikes if they were like displaying them at a show, and they put like GT stickers on them.
Interesting. Thanks for hanging out, Brody.
Hell yeah, that was awesome.
Hollow bites.
Oh yeah, fuck. I don't. Yeah, if you broke the power bites, I mean, how are you gonna do it with the fucking hollow bites? But whatever.
Poverty penny sprocket.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that whole poverty G ride complete, man. That thing was just fucking. That was like for, if some kid was like desperately trying to get a brand new, what, fucking Hoffman complete in Dan's, and their
Mm-hmm.
parents were like, "Yo, man, can't get you that, but I'm gonna get you the poverty."
That's really funny. I remember poverty.
Yeah,
I mean,
poverty was like, I don't know. I think they were cool with just being one step below everybody else.
well, they were just nowadays like every company puts a brand on their like
Oh, that's
stock
right.
lower tiered parts, but back then I think Poverty just was the company who stamped the lower tier stock parts,
Yeah,
and that was what came on your bike.
yeah, for sure. I think Dan's you could buy a kit that it would build a complete bike for you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Yep.
think a lot of stuff was poverty parts.
Stolen had one of those too
Okay.
when I was coming up.
Yeah, FBM was pretty instrumental in doing that like side company of lower, quality parts, and they had that brand called Nice, if you remember that.
That was before me, I think.
It was pretty recent. They put all those nice accessories on their completes.
Oh, I
They
didn't know that.
yeah. Yeah, FBI. There was a weird time when they started doing completes, and it just really wasn't with the feel of FBM as you would remember them, and it was just kind of
Yeah.
an odd time.
Z rims was my favorite.
Yeah, I'm all about the Z rims, man. I've been looking for some for a long time. Those are awesome. It was a plastic rim and metal spokes. Really, just kind
What?
of yeah, plastic rim.
How long did that last?
I don't know if it lasted very long, but honestly, they still make the Z Mag, which is just a mag version of it,
Yeah.
and they sell them at like you go to a bike shop, right, and you can look on their catalogs of parts that you can buy
Mm-hmm.
from weird, like odd, just obscure distributors, like road bike distributors, and you'll
Yeah.
find parts like that on there.
That cannot handle very many sideways landings.
No, there's actually an iconic photo of a Z rim. I doubt I'll be able to find it, but it was this guy doing like some sort of endo or something, and the rim was like folded in half.
Oh my God! Did you? Speaking of, actually, no. I think I know what you're. There's a 180 with a rim in half right here.
Maybe
There's
that's
another one with a guy standing on the back peg with the rim in half.
Yeah.
I'll just pull those over here real quick. Quick question. Did you ever find out who that was in that green mag exploding wheel video?
Didn't someone comment on that or something like that? Or no, someone commented on my post and said, "Hey, that's my friend" or something.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, but it was definitely somewhere like overseas. He's like, "Dude, that's my friend." Oh yeah, yep, Z rims, dude.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then the one below that, it was the one I was referring to, where he's doing like a 180 or
Yeah.
something. That's so awesome. They made plastic sprockets too. Yeah, it's insane. Plastic sprockets, and I think that was it. They had like plastic seat post clamps, but I think that was the extent of the plastic parts.
I feel like a plastic seat post clamp is the only one that even makes sense. It might work.
The sprocket, dude. I don't know how long that fucker would last,
Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, well. Do we have a winner?
Yeah, I guess we got to pick a winner. Thank you everyone for throwing down. Let's see what we got here. Man, there's some good shit. Ribbed Primo pegs, love those. Those were called Primo Stiffies, I think, maybe, or Primo Stogies, perhaps. One of the two. Trail Boss with the gusset. Man, there's so many good ones, dude.
I know there is.
I mean, there was like one person who put something in for a long time, and now there's like a shitload. So, just go through real
There's
quick.
quite a bit.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I know it's got to be tough.
Let me look up this Fong Daddy real quick because I haven't seen one in a while, and if it's as cool as I remember, yeah, we got to go with that Fong Daddy, man, because that thing is just
There it
incredible.
is. Austin
Fong
Lemley.
Daddy. Who is that? Austin?
Austin Lemley.
Right on, man. Not sure if you're still here, but congrats. I'm gonna send you these pedals out, dude.
I will send you his Instagram right now.
Right on, dude. Plastic headset spacer. Yeah, I don't think they were doing that back then, but good call on that. There's definitely some more plastic parts these days, of course, as we know.
Yeah. There is his Instagram. It would be a great excuse to get him to the trails because he hasn't been there in a couple of years.
And me.
And you to there for the first time.
Yeah. I want to ride that prefab. I'm going to throw some brakes
Dude,
on.
let's go. You could get a Lip Lords clip.
Get some old Midwest tech tricks, dude.
We're filming another Lip Lords video for anyone who hasn't heard yet.
That's dope. Yeah, imagine growing up in that era in the Midwest, you know? Where it's
I don't
just
think I don't know. I'd probably not end up riding the way I do if I did.
Yeah, maybe that's, yeah, I don't ride like that at all, so I don't know. But I definitely loved it at the time, you know?
Yeah, I'm just waiting on him to come back. I should probably start posting on the Instagram more so that I can contribute to Lip Tricks coming back. Kind of lagged out there.
Yeah, I feel you though. Jive grips, hell yeah. Man, that dude CX 4130, he's got all kinds of good shit. I
Yeah,
gotta go, man. My phone's about to die.
yeah, I gotta pee really bad too, so we'll just jump out of
Awesome.
here.
Hell yeah.
Austin, we're gonna organize this, whether it's getting them shipped to you or you meeting up with us at the trails.
Good times, man.
Either way, though, thank you, Casey, for hanging out. We'll
Thank you,
definitely
man.
do it again another time.
Hell yeah, appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, see you, man.
Later.
Boom. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The live stream for today. That was a good one. I'm psyched on chatting with Casey. He's got opinions. He's not afraid to talk about them. Same here, and it's fun to talk about. So, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow when my next video goes